formidable robot.
I am Ronald Rosefield, an employee of Nintendo and a detective. I've been involved with a case of one certain copy that was left unfinished and was sent back to the headquarters for further inspection of the copy of New Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe, which the witnesses have said to see some sort of disturbed Yoshi model. However, we at Nintendo said that it could be a glitch, but I thought otherwise. No further messing around, let's get into the tale of what happened to me in the Deluxe files. February 27, 2017. Everything was seemingly fine for the most part, only a few graphical glitches and bugs. All the levels seemed to be completely normal, only a few collisions errors were present within the game. Everything was fine, until we got onto the first fight with Boom Boom. The glitching started to occur and take a horrible toll on the TV we were using, frying the motherboard. Somehow, someone managed to get the right timing to take a photo of the screen. My god, was it disturbing. The map was seemingly covered with this black glitchy mess, and most of it was going to Boom Boom's castle, and seemingly removed his eyes. But I saw something else, and I doubt even the photo has it at all. But I saw something in the water, something moving. It looked like Yoshi, but horribly malformed, with him being all black and white and his teeth looking oddly realistic. It was staring at me, unhinging its jaw before the screen went dark. I do not know if it was just a hallucination or something else. I did not get any sleep that night, wondering what caused it to seemingly bug out like that. I still do not know to this day. February 28, 2017. I went back to work even after the incident, however we had the police working with us this time around. Apparently the game was connected to a murder case and needed to be examined for any clues about the death of Mary Hollins, which made me think this game was haunted. But it wasn't, so I needed not to worry. They needed to search the files in case there were files discussing and involving the death of Mary. Eventually we found something in the files, a texture that was previously not there before. It was a small texture file, but something was wrong. This wasn't an ordinary texture. It seemed like it was corrupted by something. It had a message written on it, but yes, we didn't have any idea what it said, except for a few people who knew, just pure luck. Kel Fitzgerald was one of the only people to discern the text from the staticky corruption on the file. He said that it is saying, "I am here." At least he thought that it read those simple words. It turns out that further inspection actually got us to see the rest of the text, however this information will not be disclosed to the public. The game was not at all connected with the case, and we were left with an apology for the whole investigation that the police had going on. March 1, 2017. This was a nightmare I would never forget. Something happened to the game, news saying that some kid stole the game we took for inspection. This kid's name was Tom Sheriff, and took the game so he could record the footage and post it on YouTube so he could get millions of views. We tracked his location so we could get there to take the game back. But when we got there, we saw something we wouldn't able to forget ever again. Tom was dead on the floor, his face seemingly caved in on itself. His body was still warm when we got there, and was the most terrifying sight we ever saw that day. His body was not bleeding, but instead cracking like a clay pot. Showing bone, nothing else. Someone went in to retrieve the game, and came out relatively okie dokie. But once we all saw the screen, we turned away out of disgust. Except me, staring into the screen without any fear. All I saw was some glitching and something seemingly forming in the broken colors, but what actually disturbed me was how it was seemingly similar to the thing I saw the other day. But suddenly the screen lunged at me, and then I woke up in a cold sweat. I stayed up all night because of that weird dream. Hell, I even drew a few pieces of said dream. However, I will not show them. March 2, 2017. I came into the building, shaken up from that horrible nightmare. I sat on my desk chair and started to decompile the game code, while I just felt very off. Something was very wrong, as if I felt like something horrible was about to happen. Once we started playing, I just felt more and more nervous, like I was about to suffer a panic attack. I tried to keep calm, and it worked somewhat. However, during the level, something suddenly spawned in. This was the same thing that looked at me during my first ever playthrough of the damned game. It ran out from off screen, catching everyone off guard and started running at the player character. The way it looked so out of place made me laugh a bit before shifting into a bit of terror as I froze, staring at the screen of the telly, which was Luigi at the time of the incident happening. It severely corrupted the level, had a message forming that said, "Don't run from me," in white capitalized letters, and caught the player character, crashing the game and breaking the TV screen. We all decided to never let the game get into the public eye, thanks to what was in the game and what happened, but thanks to the thing just being the most freakiest thing that I have ever seen. It kinda stayed with me. Until now, which I'm relieved by that, however something still haunts me, but I don't remember. But the end is just the beginning, I suppose. If there is an end to my fear, I guess we'll never know.